So hi everyone, welcome back. It's Crystal with the Healing Soul Tarot. Thank you so much for the 25 subscribers. I'm still really happy about it, and I'm so happy you guys are supporting me in here for the very beginning of this channel. And like I said, I'm learning as we go along. I hope you're enjoying the readings. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment if anything resonates. Comment if you'd like to see, different readings or whatever, okay? Just let me know. But tonight, anyway, I thought I would do a pick a card reading about the past lives. What was your past life? And the reason why I like to do past life readings is sometimes, we learn the same lessons from life to life, from existence to existence, right? And as we progress through each lifetime, we become an older soul, more wise spiritually. So past life readings are really helpful because they can identify what spiritual lessons we should be focusing on in this lifetime. Okay? They're always repeated challenges from the past life to the present and so on. And each life that you move into, you learn a little bit more, but in the next life, you retain that information. You're just a bit more wiser. So the challenge is to level up each time. So anyway, I'm rambling, but information from the past life can be really useful for the present, okay? So I've got 3 piles, okay? And I'll just go through the objects that I have. So the first one I have is this silver dollar. It's a Canadian coin, 1953, just in case. All right. The next one I have is this crystal, heart-shaped crystal. It's not quartz. I think it's probably like that selenite stuff or something. I don't know. Anyway, you got that one. And then we have this crystal, which is known as the witch's finger, one of my favorites. All right. So just take a deep breath and pick your pile. And we'll get started with pile number 1. So hi, pile number 1. You picked the Canadian silver dollar from 1953. And your card is the Eternal Child. And it reads, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. The shadow aspect reads, inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. Okay, so, I'll get more clarification, but right away I get this sense that if you pick this pile, your past life, you may have been quite young. If not young in age, young emotionally. You had an innocence to you, a childlike innocence, but you were still quite dependent on others, for your safety and security. So that's why I'm just immediately picking up, you may have been a child in the past life. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, but, let's get a few more details, okay? So I'm just gonna... Okay, tell me more about this Child Eternal card. I realized I didn't ring the bell or clear the energy, but I've been doing some readings and meditating here before I started recording, so I'm just going to go with it. But I always clear the energy on my own anyway, so I just was excited. This is my first pick-a-card reading that I've ever done, so let's see how this goes. So, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, and higher beings, please give more details about this Child Eternal card and what it represents for pile one's past life. Okay, it's 4 of Wands, the World. Yeah, like I said, I definitely got a sense of young energy, you know, reliance on other people, but from a solid home. So you probably, you know, were quite, you know, loved, looked after child, a little rambunctious maybe. Maybe, you know, just being a little mischievous, getting into trouble, taking risks, but you know, like your world was quite happy, quite content, I think, as a child. You may, if you weren't young, let's say you were an adult in this past life, you might have been someone who, you know, would just take unnecessary risks as an adult. You know, maybe you were trying to say whatever, I don't know, invest in different businesses, and you would take all these risks, financial risks or whatever, in order to have a stable home and be successful. That's one possibility too. But you had definitely like a childlike innocence to you in either way. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Tell me about this 4 of Wands, please. The Magician, Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you may have been in a situation, or maybe the person that decided, you know, you were going to take a risk and just leave your stable home and just take what you could and go off and make your own fortune, because you had this adventurous, childlike, you know, innocence where you could see all the possibilities with fresh eyes. Okay, so you definitely use that part of your personality to your benefit. You could have been a child and just left home at a young age and went off to seek your fortune. With the Magician, I don't know, I've got kind of like, for a minute, the circus came to mind, like running off to join the circus. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but that's just what popped into my head. What is this world about? 4 of Swords. Yeah, you spent your life chasing your dreams. And it was exhausting, but you were always chasing your dreams, looking for the next thing. You just kept going and going. You felt like you were always almost there, or always almost able to achieve what it was that you wanted. It might have been just out of reach, but it made you feel good. You got a sense of, I don't know, it just made you feel good. But it also may have been kind of an exhausting life too, physically, where you had to take time out to rest because you were always on the run, chasing your dreams, and maybe never quite finding what it was you were looking for. Okay? Tell me about this Fool card. Yeah, I mean, you took a risk, but it wasn't, you didn't do it without giving it a lot of thought. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like you were out making crazy decisions. You made educated risks. Okay? You may have been very close to your mother, and you were doing this, want all of this work and chasing your dreams or whatever because you were encouraged. You had a very nurturing mother who also told you, hey, go for it. Just go for it. Okay? But you may have been very dependent on your mother as well. But she was a loving mother. She just wanted the best for you. But she also wanted you to enjoy life and just be free and go. Yeah. And she was really, like she wanted you to be strong. This was the way that was going to make you strong. She gave you the strength that you needed to go and chase your dreams. Okay? Let's just see what the Seven of Swords is about. I want to see a little bit more information about the Seven of Swords. Two of Wands. Page of Pentacles. And King of Cups. So, yeah, you made this decision to just pick up and go. To go and seek a life elsewhere. And like I said, you had this youthful sort of take on life. It was like no fear. You just went out. There were so many different possibilities. You were very creative. This is what your mom liked about you. You were just creative and adventurous. But like I said, I still get this feeling of like maybe entertainment world as well. I get this sense too. Maybe you were on the stage and I'm just seeing like old vaudeville or something like that just now. The King of Cups also represents someone who was in the caring profession. So maybe you decided to go study to become, a doctor or something like that. But you could have also been, you're very intelligent, like very intelligent kind of, like I said, precocious child. Very smart. But I think, yeah, you just decided to pack up and go. You made this decision to just go and chase your own dreams. Tell me about the moon. So we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, your dream was you just wanted to seek your fortune. Okay? You wanted to seek your fortune. So like I said, it could have been, as an actor, could have been as a doctor. This also, maybe you were a businessman. But yeah, you put all your, that's what you wanted to do. Your seeds, you planted your seeds and you wanted to have this rebirth where you were, financially stable, successful. Okay, that was your dream. That's what you want it to become. Okay, you were very focused on that. Yeah, let's just get a little bit more. So, what? Yeah, let's just get a little bit more. Okay. Tooth, the root, the snake, the volcano, and the cat. Yeah, you definitely went towards something that, like, you really wanted to do. You were very specific about what you wanted to do, and it was something you were really serious about. You wanted to sink your teeth into it, and you walked off. That was the path you chose. But it was, it wasn't an easy path. There were maybe people that, were not having your best interest at heart, maybe people that were toxic that you had to look out for, depending on what industry you were in. That makes sense. If you were like an actor or on vaudeville, maybe it was difficult. But I think you did achieve some sort of success. You blew up at some point. And there was a lot of mystery to you as well. So I think, you did quite well. You received some recognition for what you were doing, but you also stayed kind of private as well. You were a little bit more mysterious. Yeah, you were doing what you loved. Okay? And doing what you loved gave you a key to a whole different world. You either, did find success, or, you were well on your way, but you were happy because you were doing what you loved. Okay. So let's just see. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, and higher beings, what lessons were passed over to this life from the past life? What lessons do we need to focus on in this life from the past? Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. We the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. The void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Okay, so from your past life, because you were so, like, you were just pursuing this, your success in whatever field it was, you meant business. You had a kind, loving, caring mom who supported you, but you also just, you left home behind, right? To go seek your fortune in the world and whatever it was that you were doing, whether it was in, the entertainment industry, which I kind of pick up on strongly, may have been a doctor. And there was one other thing I said you may have been. Or a businessman, successful businessman. And you made it, okay? In this life, what the universe wants you to realize is that, yes, chasing your dreams is important, but keep in mind it's not always about money. So keep it in perspective. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't give you the value right? Your past life, that's for you, that's what gave you value, was to be successful. In this life, you're to learn that, you know, material things are just that, but they don't fulfill us in the same way that, you know, love and companionship and understanding and all of that stuff brings us. Money doesn't bring us that happiness, all right? So they just want you to know it's okay to go after your dreams. And in this life, maybe you are, but to keep it in perspective, okay? Because in your past life, you definitely, you know, you tired yourself out. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. I mean, you had to leave your mom in the past life, so maybe in this life, you know, you want to, you know, build on that connection a little bit more. That's a possibility, okay? Or maybe you're going to be that mother in this life or parent figure that will learn to understand what a mother's love is really all about and how deep it goes, okay? So take that as it resonates, all right? The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. So in this life, the universe is just saying they want you to slow down a little bit and then just enjoy life. Enjoy what you have, okay? Don't always have to have a direction to go in, right? You can just enjoy what you have right now and keep that in mind. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. This is part of your nature. This is what the universe wants you to know, that as part of your nature, you like being seen. You know, you like that attention. So yeah, I mean, why not do that in this life? You know, join a small acting company or do something, but just get yourself out there because you do have these talents and you enjoy being in the spotlight. So whatever that is, yeah, that's part of you. You have this unique nature. Don't forget about that, okay? Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So yeah, I mean, you might feel in this life or in the past life, like or in the past life, you had to go in order to reach this level of success, and it was just sort of a frantic run. But in this life, the universe wants you to know, like I said, just to slow down a little bit. You know, we even have loosen your grip. Okay, you don't have to be a workaholic this time around. Take the time out to enjoy what you've worked for. That's your lesson for this life. Okay, pile one, that's everything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know if this resonates down below in the comments, okay? Thanks a lot. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Hi, pile two. You chose the heart crystal. Like I said, I think it's selenite. Not quite sure. Or smoky quartz. I don't think it's smoky quartz. I think it's the same material that, you know, if you go into the crystal shop, it's those long rods. So tell me below if I'm right. I'm not up on my crystals, but I just, you know, they're pretty. Anyway, so this is your pile. You chose, oh dear, okay, well, I shouldn't say oh dear. Vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. The shadow attribute, depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Okay, so this is interesting. So right away I'm thinking, okay, the life you had before, yeah, it was tough. It was draining. Okay, you may have been, first thought comes to mind, maybe you were married and your energy was drained, but you were definitely being drained by someone or something. Someone was depleting you or taking advantage of you. There was a lot of complaining and codependency. So, like I said, we'll get more detail, but I'm kind of feeling like this is like yeah, not a good situation. Could have been in a marriage, could have been just in a family situation. I don't know, but your surroundings, you were being, it's not good. Okay, so let's just get some more detail on that. Okay. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, higher beings, please give me more advice about this vampire card, please. Okay, so we got the same cards from before. Yeah, again, somebody very strong female figure in your life. You held them and, you listened to what they said, whoever this person was. The Empress is very nurturing. But again, we have this Fool card here of the sense of taking a risk or leaping into something else. But let's just see. Tell me about this Empress. Six of Swords. Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Okay. So here's a sense of what I'm getting, okay? So we have the Empress card. Six of Swords is about taking what you've learned and leaving, just getting away from something. You were a very strong person, but in a situation where you were being taken advantage of, and it was just draining. Okay? But you were very wise. And the Six of Swords is about making a progression and moving forward into another area with all this other wisdom and stuff that you have learned over life. So you were very wise, maybe very wise because of this situation that you had gone through. You've learned a lot. The Queen of Wands, you were the Empress. The Queen of Wands, this very intelligent, kind, charming person, but maybe a little guarded because of this that might have happened in your life. Maybe there was some type of, maybe some type of abuse that made you feel guarded, or some kind of situation you just felt that you were in a situation that was just draining your energy. So that's why you ended up being very guarded, but you left. You were very strong from that, from having moved forward. Okay, what's the Hierophant? Here's my cards. Tell me about the Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone that you speak with, you confide in them. They're a counselor of some sort. Ten of Cups. Yeah, this dark situation that you were in, you sought counsel and to get out of it because you wanted to find your own happiness. You knew that in this situation you were being drained and you just had to go. It wasn't worth it, whatever this situation was. But it was I want to find out more. Let me just get another. This is interesting. Tell me, what was the situation with the Vampire card? What was this draining situation that pile number 2 was in during their past life? We got the Knight of Cups. Okay, yeah, it was a marriage, very draining. It was a burden. You had this, your partner was this Knight of Cups energy. Yeah, I mean, you just left that situation. You stood your ground. Because this knight, who your partner or whatever it was this Knight of Cups energy. You know, there was this love proposal, but you just felt that, like, it was a burden. Or maybe you didn't want to get married. You wanted to just live your life. I also heard suffragette. If that applies, it makes sense. You know, the suffragettes were very strong women. Maybe you were female and you didn't want to get married. You saw it as a burden and you wanted to be on your own. Because tying yourself in marriage and love was a burden. Okay? What is this Fool card about? Yeah, you went out on your own. You decided not to get married. You made the step, or made the initial steps to move forward to not get married. But it was a little overwhelming for you. There were so many, I mean, you were kind of out there in the world maybe, but you took a risk and you became the master of your own life. Okay? You were the emperor of your own world, but you had many options that were made available to you, but you did what you thought was best. And it worked out. Okay? Give me a little bit more information, please. So you have the scarab, the tree, the key, herbs, and the star. Yeah, I mean, you just wanted to change. This marriage that you were in was not making you happy. You wanted to change and out. It was getting too much. You decided to leave, start your own tree, be the head of your own family, the matriarch or the patriarch, but whatever. It's like I said, it's interchangeable. It doesn't have to be male or female, but I did hear suffragette. So if that applies, please let me know. But you want it to be the head of your own family. And you made it happen. You grew your own world. You found the key to your dreams and your wishes. Okay? You may have even, started your own business with herbs back then, if that resonates with anybody. But I think it's really about magic, or manifestation, making your own way and finding the key to unlocking the door to your dreams. Okay. So what does number 2 need to focus on in this life? What are the lessons from the past that require a little focus, a little work on in this life? What should they focus on? Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Okay, and one more. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So in this life, the universe wants you to find balance in your life. In your past life, you were on your own. You had to be that, that male, masculine, feminine energy for yourself, okay? In order to get through life, because you left this marriage. They're either they know, the universe knows that you know how to get that balance because you did it before, okay? So keep doing that. I get a sense that you're an older soul, okay? So because you've already figured out how to find this balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, you did it before in your past life, so keep that up in this life. It's you have very inspired ideas, so share them, okay? If you were sort of this woman that left her marriage, you were like a suffragette or a feminist or someone who fought for women's rights, okay? In your past life, that was a very new idea, inspired idea. There's still more of that in your nature right now. So if you're an activist or have ideas about what to do that could better humanity, the universe wants you to come forward because you're familiar with that, okay? Yeah, make your life a moving prayer. You're very connected to spirit in this life, okay? You followed what your heart, you followed what felt right to you, I guess. And you know that in life, that's what you have to do in order to make it. Keep the faith, okay? And focus in this life about recharging your batteries too. Get connected. You might not, if you are having trouble maintaining a balance in this life, you need to focus on recharging your batteries, maybe taking time out to get some rest, or just do something that invigorates the soul or just makes you feel really good, whether it's go to the gym or yoga, whatever it is, okay? It's different for each other, but focus on taking time out to recharge your batteries when you're sort of fighting for other people, trying to make a difference in the world, okay? My will to thy will, breath of the cosmos, micromanaging the universe. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So I get the sense that in this life, the universe just wants you to maybe just surrender a little bit. In your past life, you were very guarded, right? And maybe you've carried some of that over into this life. They want you to be a little bit more open. You don't have to be so in control of everything and micromanage everything, okay? You may find, look, it's like a couple in a pool. They want you to just maybe be a little bit more open to love, okay? You don't have to be so in control of everything. All right? Okay, pile number 2, that's everything. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell me below in the comments if this resonated or not. And thank you so much. I love you all. See you soon. And hi, pile number 3. You chose my favorite crystal, the witch's finger. It always reminds me of pointing, but anyway, that's the witch's finger. It's for good luck and protection. Nothing negative. All right, your card, Wounded Child, awakens compassion and desire to serve others, other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. The shadow attributes, blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resist moving on through forgiveness. Okay, so again, I'm getting like an orphanage in this card, the first thing that came out. Okay? And yeah, like childhood wounds. It might not have been a nice life, but I get a sense that you either worked in an orphanage or you were in the orphanage. Okay? Maybe you were a child in the orphanage and you grew up, and many children who grew up in orphanages back in the old days would sort of stay there and continue teaching and living there. That was their career. Okay. um yeah, let's just get some more details. What is happening with the music? Sorry, folks. The music, I gotta get rid of it. There we go. Sorry about that. It was just skipping and it was distracting me. I've never heard the music do that before. All right. So yeah, let's get into what this card is all about, okay? Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, and higher beings, tell me about the child wounded. You worked with children. You had a gift working with children. Maybe you were a missionary and you went to an orphanage to work with children. Because when I first pulled that card, I thought, okay, maybe you're either a child in an orphanage or you're somebody worked there. And I didn't say it when it popped into my head, but I was thinking maybe a nun as well. Not sure why the Fool card is here. Let's just get a little bit. What is this Fool card? Maybe you joined an organization, religious organization, as a nun or something, as a missionary. You could have ran an orphanage, took a risk or something, and decided that's where you found your fortune. 5 of Cups. Yeah, you opened your heart to work with children who lost something. Yeah, you ran an orphanage. You were one of those can't remember what there was a name for women who ran. Anyway, I'll think of it later, but if you can think of it, let me know. There was a name, but you were the lady that ran the orphanage. Okay. What is this Ace of Pentacles about? You loved children. Yeah, you wanted to help kids that were from dysfunctional situations. Orphans, kids that were probably wounded or hurt, had some kind of difficulties in their lives. You wanted to help them heal from that life. There was a lot of conflict that, children might have experienced in their lives where they didn't have families to look after them or something, but you did care about children. You had a gift. It was a gift looking after these children. It was a charity. What is the Six of Pentacles about? The world. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You wanted to help people, wanted to help children, especially kids who were left out in the cold. You wanted to give them a chance to be successful. Give them a chance at a new life, new opportunities. These were kids that were maybe living on the streets that you took in. Yeah. Kids whose like family life just fell apart and you wanted to help. Okay, so that was your business. You started a charity to help children, street children. Okay. What is this Five of Cups about? Yeah, you wanted to give these kids a chance, you know, show them that what it was like to be in a warm, caring, nurturing home. And they want you to be successful, but you've lost, like the kids, they may have lost a lot, you know, and you thought with some caring and love they'd be able to go out and seek their own fortune, but they just needed the right kind of care. Okay. What is this Five of Wands about? Yeah, I mean, these kids didn't have a lot, you know. They were kids that, you know, like I said, were street kids dealing with a lot of conflict, quarreling, maybe didn't have parents, and they just dreamed of wanting like their wishes to come true, you know, but they thought it'd never be possible. And you were trying to help make it possible through the charity that you worked with. And you were very good at that. You were making these kids' dreams come true by giving them love and affection and stability and safety and security. What is the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy because some of these kids, you know, they had been out on the streets, you know, back in the day or whenever this time frame was. I'm not really sure, but I'm definitely seeing like Victorian era kind of. You know, a lot of these kids had a past, but you had to really stand your ground to help them get over that situation, the things that were connecting them or holding them maybe to the streets or the street life, or, you know, whatever baggage they may have been carrying with them as well. You were trying to help. Let's just look at the Tower. Yeah, like these kids, their home life just, you know, fell apart. So they could have been runaways as well. Kids that were cast out. But what they've been through, you know, it required a lot of patience on your part to help them. But you had a gift for this. You were good at this. Yeah. It made you really happy. You had reason to celebrate. Every time you saved a kid, it felt like, you know, a celebration. And you wanted the kids to celebrate, like being happy, just being in a safe place and, you know, being successful, finding where they were supposed to be and just showing them that they could have this happy life in existence. They just needed the right kind of environment to grow in. Let's get a little bit more. Okay, so we have the tree, the sun, ear, wise. Yeah. I mean, you were definitely trying to give these kids a home and make them happy, give them a sense of family, you know, like with a family tree, maybe helping them find families, find their happiness. So maybe you were helping the kids get adopted and find homes. But you were a really good listener. This is why you had a gift. You were a good listener, and you really helped these kids transform. You were very wise. And this kind of work you enjoyed. It really kept you busy. You enjoyed this very, very much. Okay. So what lessons from the past does pile 3 need to focus on in this life? What lessons, if any, does pile 3 now need to focus on? So wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So right away, the universe is saying there's something coming forward, but it's not time yet. So you have to wait a little bit longer. But there is something, I don't know what it is, some kind of situation, challenge, lesson, or whatever. I don't know, but it's coming. Things are being put in motion by the divine, okay? So we can't tell you really what that is yet. But what they want you to do is, for the time being, just enjoy life, surrender to the sweetness. Okay, you spent so much time in your past life looking after others. Now they just kind of want you to just take time out and find the pleasure and joy that you were so eagerly trying to, you know, give to so many children before in your past life. Okay? They may want you to know that that's something that you need to start doing, okay? Because you know, you may, if you keep doing it in this life, you may hit rock bottom, okay? You're a giver, all right? You want to look after everybody. You're a giver, but the universe is saying, okay, don't do that, all right? Because you might just get a little bit drained or something. Because it's a time for healing. You took on a lot of energy in the past life. A lot of sad, unhappy, dark energy from the children that you worked with. So yeah, they want you to take time out in this life to kind of heal. You took on so much of it, you almost got a little burnt out, I think. A little stressed, down, depressed maybe. They want you in this life to focus on that could be sitting down there in your soul as a deep soul wound, where you took in so much, because you were so helpful in giving. You when you take in energy of others, you didn't process it properly. So it stays with you down in your soul. Okay? But doors are opening, okay? Focus on um, looking after yourself in this life and making yourself happy, re-energize, focus on your physical and emotional healing. Okay, if there's anything there that's down in there that you need to deal with, take care of it. Go talk to a doctor, talk to a counselor, okay? Um, but doors are opening and you can change things in this life. You have to decide, all right? But whatever it is, you're being told to wait. It's just not time yet. So in the meantime, enjoy life and work on yourself. Get ready, get prepared physically and emotionally because something's coming. Your life is a canvas, yeah. So things are going to be very new for you in this life. Something's going to change. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're manifesting a dream or something. Working, I don't know, whatever it is. But you got to prepare for this new situation or thing or whatever is coming in, okay? This new door, this portal that's opening up. You got to be ready to walk through, and you'll only be ready if you're strong physically and emotionally. Okay? All right, group number 3, thank you so much. If this resonated, please let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. And always, I love you all, and I'll see you soon.